In about 1983, I worked for a year at a young offenders centre run by Save the Children Fund in Ballycastle on the north coast of Antrim. And when I was there, I encountered a young man from Bogside who had previously been in this institution but had befriended one of my colleagues and came over to visit him to get a break from his life in Derry in the Bogside. And by happenstance, he drew my attention to a picture which he said was of himself sitting in the back of a British Army saracen, aged 6 years old on Bloody Sunday. And he told me that from that position he had witnessed the soldiers shooting into the crowd. The peculiar thing about this was, what surprised me was that he had not been drawn towards the IRA as a consequence of witnessing this, but on the contrary, as he'd grown up, he became at odds with the IRA, and he became a member of a group which he referred to as the Hoods, short for hoodlums, probably petty criminals who the IRA were in fact trying to manage in their idiosyncratic ways. Perhaps this lad wouldn't have seen himself as a hoodlum, but he was proud to be running with the Hoods. At any rate, he told me his story, explained his views on the IRA and their control of the area in which he was living. And this is the song that came out of that. It's called A Witness to Brutality. 6 years old in Derry, a stone in his hand, picked up by the Brits and put in a saracen. He saw the soldiers raise their guns, saw them fire into the crowd, saw bodies tumble to the streets and drawn a bloody shroud. He was a witness to brutality. He saw the soldiers' shame, and he knew the reality was not the justice that was claimed. He grew up on Bogside streets, where gunman's rule was law, where stones were toys and foul-mouthed boys came to take them on the job. But he saw friends were beaten by this side and by that, saw corruption's twisted face and gangsters getting fat. He was a witness to brutality, to mobsters and to sharks, when honest men who'd taken on were blind or in the dark. And so it came that he was running with the Hoods. They defied the bully boys in every way they could, and the Hoods were getting stronger, till behind a prison wire, starving men blew life into a dying fire. We were witness to brutality. 10 men let die as with cruel pride, maybe stupidity, their special status was denied. And so he saw the tables turned, and he was run to ground. Now he's living in the shadows, where he hopes he'll not be found. Here's his friend, legs shot to bits, no longer has to hide. Says at least now I can get to sleep without a bottle by my side. He's a witness to brutality. He sees it while he sleeps. He smells it on the evening air. He tastes it in the food he eats. The desperate man may pass away. The cross governments may fall. He marks down every brutal deed, and he bears a witness to them all.